So today this video is a little different. So I was browsing YouTube and in my recommended videos, it's this video. It's called "I Got a New Car." It's this guy. His channel is called Vehicle Virgins. And in the video he says, "Oh, this is thanks to my subscribers or you guys, help me buy this car, because it's with his YouTube earnings." And I've actually seen several videos like this. So naturally there were people in the comments that were asking him, oh, how can you afford this just with your YouTube earnings? In this video I'm going to do a little research and show you guys how feasible this is, whether or not he can actually finance his car through his YouTube earnings. So for a little bit of background, here's the video. So this guy's, he's supposedly in his early 20s. In the car he just got, it's a 2016 Mercedes S550 4MATIC. And you can see in the comments, how are you able to finance S-Class with just YouTube? You don't have that many subscribers. And then he explains it a little bit. He says it's not about subscribers. He has 200,000 views per day, and then there's some discussion with some people, supporting him, and some people saying, hey, no way. So now let's look a little bit into the numbers. So first let's look into how much this car costs. So I went to the Mercedes-Benz site, and this car, it starts at $98,000. Okay, and so I believe he said he leased the car, so I pulled this up. And I don't know the exact conditions of his lease, but let's see, if you lease for 2 years, 12,000 miles you can put on it. You put 10,000 down. The total financed is 88,000, and the cost is 1,400 or so a month. So I don't know his exact lease conditions, but let's just say this car costs $1,500 a month to lease. So the question becomes, well, can he generate $1,500 a month just on his YouTube earnings? And to determine that, I've gone to this site. So there's several sites that kind of show you aggregated YouTube data, and this is one. It's called Social Blade. So I've pulled up his channel, Vehicle Virgins, on Social Blade. So right here on Social Blade, you can see right away they provide some estimated earnings, and the estimated earnings for his channel is 16.5K to 263K. So if we just do some basic math here, even if what he made was on the low end of these earnings, 16.5 thousand divided by 12 months is almost 1,400. So right there, even with the lowest estimate, he can almost afford that Benz with his YouTube earnings. And obviously, if he was towards the high end, the 260,000, he could easily afford the Benz. But this is obviously a very large range. And I'm actually going to try to provide a little more information, insight onto what his actual earnings are. So first off, you might wonder, well, is this data reliable? Well, I can say I'm pretty confident it's reliable because I have several YouTube channels, and when I look at the amount of views and the amount of earnings that they estimate for my channels, it is in line with my earnings, and the views are generally very accurate. But where in that range does he make? Well, I can provide a little insight on that. If you saw in his comments, he said subscribers don't matter. It's all based on how many views you get on your videos. And I would say that's pretty accurate. And you can see on Social Blade here, he's got about 5.5 million views in the last 30 days. We can drill into the details a little bit. He actually said he gets 200,000 views a day, and as you can see, that's pretty accurate. This is showing in the past 15 days or so, he's averaging 182,000 views. So it's pretty accurate. So how much do I think he's making a month? So I can tell you from my experience, and my channels are a lot smaller than his, by the way, but very conservatively, you can make about $1 per every 1,000 views you have. And the range is very wide for different videos. You know, some videos you might get close to zero, some videos you might get close to $5 for every 1,000 views. But $1 per 1,000 views is a pretty accurate and pretty conservative estimate. So I'm gonna be conservative and round down and say he has 5 million views for the past month. So some simple math: 5 million views, $1 per 1,000 views, and we get 5,000 a month estimate of what he might be making. If we multiply by 12, you know, that comes out to 60,000, which is, you know, near the middle of, or in the middle of Social Blade's estimated range. So there you have it. I think the simple answer is, in my opinion, he can easily afford that 2016 Mercedes 550 lease with his YouTube earnings. It's kind of a new thing for me, so I apologize about the low quality. I actually recorded a lot more about this guy's future earnings, the instability of earnings from YouTube, why I think this guy might have other sources of income, and why I think he bought this Mercedes and posted this video. So if you're interested in those things, you know, like this video, and I'll post a part 2 follow-up for this.